be taking a look at Bluetooth keyboard shortcuts for iPad in iOS 9. Let's get started. Okay, so keyboard shortcuts for Bluetooth keyboards on iPad is actually something Apple announced at the WWDC keynote, but it wasn't something I was excited about at all. I've actually been running the iOS 9 beta for a couple weeks now, and I just tried it today because I don't use Bluetooth keyboards with my iPad. I just don't feel the need to. But after playing with these shortcuts for a little while, it definitely makes me want to use the Bluetooth keyboard more, but I don't know if I would yet. It definitely is very cool. So Apple said at the keynote, if you hold Command down, it will pull up a menu on the screen that you are in to show you what you can do. So like on this home screen here, it tells you can press Command Tab, and that pulls up all these. And you can do this from any screen, and it's basically just all the apps you have in multitasking. So you can see when I go to multitasking, it's just all the apps I have right here. So that's pretty cool. Now Command-Shift-H takes you back to the home screen. It's like pressing the home button. So that is pretty handy right there. Now if we go to an app like Safari, for example, you'll see an entirely different menu of keyboard shortcuts, and a lot of these are from the Mac, and they're exactly the same as the Mac. So for example, if we press Command L, that takes us up there. Now you can also use Mac commands not mentioned. So for example, Option Shift K brings up the Apple logo. Now that's not something mentioned anywhere here in Apple's little notes about the keyboard shortcuts, but it does work. So let's go to Daring Fireball. Alright, so we're just gonna go on over there, and we can still do all the normal stuff that you would expect to do with a Mac keyboard shortcut, such as Command F. You can find the word, so let's find the word the. Alright, there we go. Now the thing about this is, which I hope they improve before iOS 9 goes public, the arrow keys do nothing here except move this cursor right here back and forth. I would much rather have it touch these buttons here, and the down arrow would move you down the page. But it is a beta, and that might change later. Now if I want to open a new tab, it just simply Command T. Just like on a Mac, I can close this tab by Command W. And we can also switch between these tabs. So Control Tab will take you in between, will take you to the next tab. Control Shift Tab takes you the reverse direction. Another cool thing we can do is Command Shift R, and that pulls up reader mode. Now let's go on over to the Notes app and take a look at what we can do in there. So if we hit Command N, it just pulls up a new note, and we can start typing. Like, let's type iPads are fun. Now if we press Command and hold it down, of course we're going to get these this list of commands we can do, but again, you can do things that aren't mentioned here that you would expect to do on a Mac. So for example, Command Shift and then just arrow out over, it takes a it highlights the entire thing. And you can Command C and then come over here and do Command V to paste it. So now I can just paste a ton of these. We can also do things like bold it. So again, I'm just going to do Option Shift and then arrow over, and that highlights just one word, and then Control B, or Command B rather, to highlight, and Command U to underline. So it's exactly what you'd expect. So that's really cool. And of course Option Shift K to get the good old Apple logo. Oh, and look, those are underlined. So Apple's little cheat sheet here for the Notes app says if you do Command Option T, it will make it a title-like font. So let's give that a good try here, and there we go. So it's just like coming over here and tapping that. So the keyboard shortcuts for iPad are actually really helpful and really cool. And I might actually use the Bluetooth keyboard once in a while, because before I never ever used it for anything with my iPad. So now I actually feel like I might want to. Okay, so that's pretty much the Note app commands. So let's take a good look over at the Mail app. So the Mail app has a bunch of commands you can use here. So yeah, these are exactly what you'd expect to use on a Mac. So we can mark this email as unread just by pressing Control or Command Shift U, and just go between those back and forth. So we can do something like press Command R and just go, hello, how are you guys? And we can just press Command Shift D to send. Boom. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about iOS 9 or Apple Watch or something else, just leave it down in the comments below and I will try and get to that. If you have any suggestions or any videos you'd like to see, you can leave those down in the comments as well. And please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. Mentioned anywhere in these little shortcut things that Apple has going here, but it is the Apple logo on Mac, and if it would work, that'd be great. Another cool thing you can do is Command-Shift-R, and that will pull up a reader mode. Nice. None of the commands I'm trying are working whatsoever. Did a resync and still not working.